Hey everyone. Success Coach Michelle Weimer here. I want to thank you for joining me for Facebook Live. Today we are diving in on a new series. So I'm really excited about this actually. It's February, the month of love. And so what better time to talk about love? But I'm taking a twist on it. We're not just talking about love in general here. We're talking about really loving your life because it is time that you love your life. Sadly, so many people in the world, they really don't. They're not happy with their life situations. They're not content with their life situations. They're not they're not joyful. They're miserable. And these aren't just people who have life bad, who have, a lot of bad things going on. These are people that might otherwise look very, very successful. There are oftentimes areas of our life where we really thrive, but then there's an imbalance, and there's other areas where we are not only not thriving, we're struggling. And so in order to really love your life, you have to have a balance within all areas of life. And so that's what I want to talk about today, is really being clear about where you're struggling, being honest. I mean, let's face it, if you're not honest about the areas that you're struggling in life, you're not going to seek help. You're not going to get out of that because you're going to just keep burying your head in the sand and pretending that everything's fine. But if you are watching this and you have this feeling about life like, it's fine. I guess it's fine. Everything's okay. No complaints. It's all right. Then listen up, because that is not the way to go through life. Like, yeah, I know sometimes we have upsides, sometimes we have downsides, but life just being fine and not being fabulous, you don't have to live that way. And it's not just fine. If you really want to love your life, you love it in all areas. You play hard in all areas. You put yourself out there in all areas. And that happiness and that joy and that satisfaction is going to come back to you. Now, I'm not guaranteeing that everything's going to work out fantastically and hunky-dory. What I'm saying is you're making that effort, okay? It's about really putting yourself into your life, okay? It's about living your life. I was on the phone with a client the other day, and I said, we don't work, we don't live to work. We work to live. People who sometimes have really successful careers and maybe they're fine financially, they're working, they're succeeding. It looks like there's success, but maybe as a result of climbing that corporate ladder or building that business, they've let other areas of their life go, like their health or their relationships, or maybe they had a hobby that they loved doing, playing music or doing something along those lines, and they kept thinking, oh, I don't have time for this. When I hit this point in my career, then I'll enjoy life. And what happens is pretty soon that all goes away, and you find out, I'm miserable. I might be successful in my career, I might have financial abundance, but the rest of my life, it sucks. And then guess what? It doesn't matter how successful in that one arena you are, you're not happy and you're not satisfied. So if you resonate with any of this, then hang on, because what I want to do now is I want to help you assess your life. If you think about what I talked about last month, it was all about having clarity and knowing where you are. Remember when I talked about that best direct route to your desired life starts with both knowing where you want to go, but also knowing where you are, knowing where you're starting from. So today it's all about assessing all areas of your life so you know where you are, okay? And then hang tight till the end of this Facebook Live, because I'm going to share with you also what's going to be coming up, so that not only do you know where you are, you're going to start to know how to get to where you want to go. So first of all, think about your health. How is your health? Do you take care of yourself regularly? Do you make sure that you exercise regularly, that you're eating well, that you are getting optimal sleep, not this burning the midnight oil and then up at the crack of dawn and never resting, that you're fully getting, a good 7.5, 8, 9 hours of sleep every night, that you're taking supplements that are good for your body, that you're drinking lots of water, that you are making sure that your mental health is well, that you are not overstressed or overworked, because that can absolutely affect your mental health. And all of this affects your energy level and your ability to perform in all areas of your life. So how's your health? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. So if you don't have a piece of paper now, grab it real quick. 1 to 10, put it down. Next area, or to elaborate on the health piece, not just physical, but emotional. I want you to evaluate yourself, your mental or emotional health. How are you doing there? Are you making sure that you have joy in your life, that you do things that are fun, that make you happy, that give you a sense of relief from that stress that I was just talking about? Do you have peace in your life? And are you exposed to positive people and positive emotions on a regular basis? How positive are you? What do you bring to the table? And then rate yourself there, 1 to 10. And by the way, 1 is like, wow, I suck at this. I'm absolutely miserable. I have not done anything in those areas. And 10 is like, I'm kicking ass here and I feel awesome and I sleep well, I take care of myself, I exercise, I eat well, and I'm doing really, really well. So 1 is miserable, not so good. 10, I'm doing great, okay? The next one is in your relationships. We're going to talk about relationships for a second, because what we don't realize sometimes is that when our relationships suffer and struggle, or when our relationships aren't healthy, it affects every area of our life. It affects our overall happiness and our overall well-being. So how are your relationships? Start first with your partner, okay? If you have a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. If you don't, then assess your relationship with yourself in this one, okay? Just consider yourself when you answer this. I feel a deep connection. I feel trust, appreciation, soulful, loving relationship. You're patient. I'm respectful. I'm respected. Attentive to my partner's needs, and my partner is attentive to mine. And then, if you're single, then how do I express or demonstrate compassion and love for myself and for others? Okay, that would be your question. Then the other relationship we want to consider are family and friends. All right, with your family, are you present all the time? Do you make sure that you have a deep connection with them, that you have fun with them, that there's positive energy within your family, and with your family members? Do you keep in contact? Do you stay close? Evaluate and check in with how much you show and express your love with family, and that you're always trying to do your best for them. If that's high, then boom, you're 8, 9, 10, wherever you are. If it's low, put it down. With your friends, that we're talking about your immediate circle of friends, not just acquaintances. You're talking about your immediate circle of friends. Do you feel connected? Do you bring connection and fun and positive energy into your relationship with them? Do you seek out positive people and make sure that you're surrounding yourself with positive people and that you have real, true, authentic, connected relationships with them? Then now we're going to shift to the area of your business, or your life's purpose, your mission, it would be called in life. How do you feel about that? Do you feel clear and engaged? Do you feel fulfilled by your work and your contribution to the world? Do you believe that the work you do and that the efforts that you put into it are of real value and a true reflection of your best efforts? And are you really engaged and excited about what you're doing in your life? Okay, so it's like, again, this is your mission or your life's purpose or your calling. It's not just a crappy job that you hate. If you score high there, put it down. Not so good, be honest, put it down, okay? And then how are your finances? Are you, feel like you have financial freedom? Are you responsible with your money? So finances and having the money is just part of it. If you don't have a large bank account right now, but you manage your money really well and you're proud of the way you manage your money, you're responsible with it, you save, even if it's just a bit, all that you have can afford to do for your future, that you know how to manage your money, that you're happy with your overall lifestyle that your money is able to afford you, so your financial freedom in that respect and your financial well-being, then that would be high. Okay, so if not, low, put it down, be honest. And then the next couple of areas I want to hit on are really about your overall life. So your experiences. Do you have happy, healthy experiences in life? Do you plan for fun experiences? Do you make sure you're always doing something on a regular basis? And it doesn't mean every single day, but maybe once or twice a year you plan a getaway, or like a me day, a day that's all for you, or a day that's a fantastic family day that you plan for and that you look forward to with your family. You have great experiences. Maybe it's the little things that are amazing experiences and that you love in life. So what are your experiences? What are the things that bring you joy, that you love, help you love life? Are you doing those on a regular basis? And this could also be like your hobbies or your interests. If you find that all you ever do is work, that's not bringing positive experiences in your life, and that's an imbalance. So check in with that. Do you have a hobby or a special interest that's not related to work? And again, it can be something small, it can be something big. Maybe you have a big vacation plan that you're really looking forward to. That's awesome too. But just keep this in mind, and we'll talk about this later as we get more into this, that having little things to look forward to on a regular basis is really, really powerful. So if you're not doing that, make note of it now, and we're going to get onto it. Score yourself, and then we're going to move on. So the next place that I want you to evaluate is in your spirit. Now, I'm not just talking spiritual, I'm talking about your connection with your spirit in the moment. Are you congruent? Do you live based on your beliefs and your values? Do your behaviors reflect your beliefs and values, or is there a disconnect there? Do you keep your faith and your values at the forefront of all of your decisions and your daily actions? If that area is low, mark it down. If it's high, then awesome, fantastic. So spirit is, it's not just being spiritually connected to a higher power. If whatever your beliefs are, that's part of it, absolutely part of it, because it's about really having that connection and knowing what your beliefs and values are. But it's also that piece of living by those, being incongruent or being in alignment with those beliefs and values and how you show up on a regular basis in your days. And the last piece I want to touch on today is learning. Now, that might seem odd to have learning in a life assessment, because some people, the minute they graduate from high school or college are like, I'm done. I'm so burnt out on learning. I'm never learning anything again. I'm never taking another course, another class. But I got to tell you, if you are not learning, you become stagnant in life and you get stuck. So lifelong learning is a really key, important piece to continual growth and development and transformational change in your life. So learning, all right, are you curious about things? Do you pay attention to things that are going on in the world? Again, this doesn't have to be the traditional learning piece. So if you are one of those people that said, I am done with school, I'm never learning anything again, I'm burnt out, I'm tired, that's all right. I hear you, but think about learning in other ways. Think about learning in the experiences that you have and the curiosity that comes to you and the world around you and how you see it, and if you're intrigued by it and you're willing and ready to learn new things. That's what you want to look at. Do you ask questions? Do you seek to discover new things in your life about yourself or about others? And, do you learn on a regular basis? If you're watching this video right now, you're learning. So that's awesome. But, do you learn on a regular basis? And guess what? Good news is here, I'm going to be telling you soon, later this month, about how you can learn even more. If you like watching these videos, I'm going to tell you about how you can do some more in-depth learning with me. But I'm not going to tell you about that yet. What I want to tell you now is to just evaluate these, and I want you to mark on your calendar to meet me here every single Tuesday in February, because what I'm going to be doing next is breaking these categories down. So once you know the areas that you're low, those are the areas you can begin to focus on and begin to work on improving. And that's what I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks, is breaking down these areas. I kind of did it today in terms of like categorizing them. So I'm going to be helping you through these areas and giving you some really great tips and tools that you can use right away, that you can begin to utilize in order to improve in these areas. Because if you're low in these areas, your overall sense of satisfaction and love for life is going to be lower. When you hit high marks, and I'm going to tell you, people who are high performers, they know this, and they work hard in all of these areas. They're not just successful in business. When you think of someone who's a high performer, they're not just successful in business. They're successful in all of life, and they have that balance. And if they don't, they work at it. So I'm going to be breaking these categories down. If you have an area that you're low in, make sure you're joining me here every Tuesday at this time. It's 12 o'clock Mountain, 2 o'clock Eastern. Jump on and join me, because over the rest of this month, I'm going to be telling you again how you can really begin to love your life, because you deserve that. Life is too short to not love it and to not live it well. So again, I want to thank you for joining me here. I know I went a little long today, but I hope this was of value to you. Once you know where you are, then you can get clear about where you want to go. So spend some time doing that this week so you're ready for next week. And I'm going to start to help you discover the best direct route to those spots in your life so that you can love your life. So until then, take care of you, live your life well. And hey, if you don't want to wait, if you want to get on this right now, then click the link that's in today's post. It's going to send you to a place where you can sign up for a free strategy session with me. We're going to go through these areas. I'm going to give you tools that you can personalize for yourself and start using immediately to improve your life. If you want to do that, you can absolutely do that. I'm only offering these free strategy sessions for a limited time, but you can do that. Click on the link. It's actually michelleweimer.com/free session. Simple, easy to remember, free session. Go there, sign up, and let's get you going. No use even waiting till next week's Facebook Live. But if that's not for you, you're not ready for that, because I'm gonna tell you, we will go fast towards your success. If you're doing a strategy session, you're not quite ready for that, then just make sure you're here every Tuesday. Join me live, and thank you so much for being here. Until next time, Success Coach Michelle Weimer. Bye for now.